Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 8631 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Let me know what you think of this figure in the comment section down below. Is it a pickup or a pass? Let's now take a look at the packaging. At the front, we have Transformers going down the side next to 86 and 31. Those numbers are written on the box because this is the 31st figure, a part of the Studio Series 86 subline. We do have Studio Series Optimus Prime and an Autobot symbol. Above that, a proc shot of the figure in his robot and alt mode. Next to that, a massive piece of artwork taken from one of the most iconic scenes of the 1986 film. And at the top corner, the Transformers the movie logo. Turning to the side, we have 86 and 31 at the top, Studio Series going down the side, Commander Class written in several different languages at the bottom, and a close-up of Optimus Prime's robot mode. At the back of the box, the figure transforms in 40 steps. We have a few proc shots showing off the figure's features and accessories, and a few more showing off the robot mode, alt mode, and included backdrop. We also have a brief description or bio written in several different languages that I will read for you right now. So it does say Optimus Prime joins the Autobot City Defense to stop the Decepticons no matter the cost. And for the final side, we have another image of Optimus Prime in his robot mode. Quickly taking a look at the Battle of Autobot City backdrop, starting at the far right, we have 86 at the top, Transformers going down the side. Towards the center, we have an image of a scene from the 1986 film, as well as a spot where you can pose the included figure in either their robot or alt mode next to the Transformers the movie logo. And at the far left, we have 8631 and Studio Series going down the side. Here we have Optimus in his vehicle mode. Let's take a look at the details. Starting at the very front, we have some silver for the bumper, headlights, grille, and mirrors, as well as some metallic blue for the front and side windows, and some sculpted in nut and bolts and windshield wipers. Moving to the side, we do have a classic Autobot symbol, as well as the smokestacks, and 3 pinned-on wheels that roll very well, next to a compartment where you could imagine Autobots storing energon, ammunition, or weapons. Turning to the back of the vehicle, as you can see, the trailer hitch section is very clean and compact. This is what the top looks like, and this is what the bottom looks like. And what would a truck be without a trailer, which can be pulled by Optimus Prime and roller, as well as house all of the accessories and convert into 2 different repair bays. As for the vehicle mode accessories, Optimus Prime includes 2 blast whip pieces that can attach underneath the truck mode, which allows you to recreate the iconic transformation sequence from the 1986 film. Also included is a roller, which can seat up to 4 Titan Masters and be upgraded with the included repair drone. Starting off our rapid fire alt mode comparisons, here we have the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime along alongside the Earthrise Voyager class Optimus Prime. Up next, here he is with the Kingdom Core class Optimus Prime. After that, here he is with the Stu Series 86 Leader class Galvatron. Last but not least, here he is alongside a recent addition to the collection, that being the Gamer Edition Voyager class Skywarp. Getting right into the figure's transformation, what you're going to want to do is remove all the accessories from the alt mode and put them off to the side. You can then turn to the back of the truck and fold out the foot and heel spur. Do the exact same thing with the other one. You can then turn to the side of the alt mode and fold up the wheels like so. You'll then want to slightly angle out this red panel so we'll be able to pass that front wheel, and just hinge this down about halfway. Once you've done so, you can rotate that panel the rest of the way. You will be presented with this small little spike that's going to go right into that slot. You can then turn to the other side of the vehicle and do the exact same thing. So fold up the wheels, slightly angle out this red panel, hinge it down about halfway, rotate that panel the rest of the way, and line up that slot and that spike, and that's just going to tab into place. You can then turn to the underside and fold that red panel out, which will allow you to grab the robot mode legs and hinge them all the way forward until they do tab into place. You can grab these panels at the back. As you can see, there's a tab there and a tab there, and a slot and slot. So just fold those down. As you can see, we also do have these little skirt pieces. Just make sure you fold those down. You'll then want to split the legs apart, grab this butt panel, and fold it up. We're then going to go back to the front. We do have some panels on the insides of the legs. As you can see, there is a tab right there and a slot right there. So that will just tab into place. Go to the other leg, do the exact same thing. And as you can see at the bottom of the feet, there is a tab there and a slot right there. So you're just going to fold these tiny panels back inside the bottom of the feet. Then you're going to want to grab this panel on the side of the truck, fold that down, fold this smaller panel on the inside, go to the other side, do the exact same thing, fold that large panel down, fold this smaller one inside of it, and you're going to grab this entire section, hinge it down like so. And as you can see, this grill section actually will fold out, and you're going to tuck part of it on the inside. So just make sure that's kind of facing straight out so you have enough clearance to mess with the other parts of the figure. We're now going to grab the arms, and they were actually tabbed in 3 different places. There is 2 slots here and 2 tabs there, and there is a tab and a slot right there. So you're going to grab the arm, and it will just click into place and have it in that position. We're going to go to the other side, do the exact same thing. You can then turn to the back. As you can see, there is a tab right there and a slot right there. So just tab that into place. You're also going to split this down the middle, and each half will be tucked onto each side. You're going to grab this panel here, fold it down, and as you can see, parts of the robot mode chest are starting to form. You can also see the robot mode head. You're going to flip this out until it soft clicks into place. So first, what you're going to want to do is rotate the waist all the way around. You can then grab this panel from the side, fold it up as far as you can. Do the same thing with the other one. You'll then want to grab the chest, rotate that around as well. Grab those panels that we just moved and move them back down. We can now work on the backpack. So you're going to hinge it up, fold these sections in, and this panel is actually on a double hinge. So make sure you move that second hinge, and that's just going to fold into place. As you can see, there is a tab right there, and a tab right there, and a slot and a slot. So all of that will be nice and secure in place on the figure's back. You can then grab the arm and rotate it, hinge it down. You'll then want to open up the forearm, fold out the hand, and close that back up. Let's do the exact same thing with the other one. Rotate at the bicep, open up the forearm, fold out the hand, close that back up. You can just bring them down to a neutral position. And for the last step, you can probably already see we do need to move those antenna or earpieces back to their proper position. And that is it for transformation. Here we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. Let's take a look at the details, starting at the very top. With that head sculpt, we have some dark blue for the helmet section, some gray for the crest and a battle mask, and some lighter blue for the eyes. Moving down towards the chest, we do have two lights on each side, picked out in a really nice orangish yellow, next to some metallic blue, and some sculpted in windshield wipers and nut and bolts. Moving towards the stomach region, we have this really cool multi-layered panel effect with a gray stripe going straight across. Taking a look at the arm, we do have a classic Autobot symbol and a smokestack painted in a nice bright silver, with some more red for the bicep and forearm, and some blue for the hand. Taking a look at the top of the legs and the crotch, we have some yellow and some bright white, and some more of that dark blue for the rest of the leg and the foot, with quite a bit of surface detail and some compartments on each side of the leg. Turning to the back of the figure, as you can see, he does have a bit of a backpack, but you'll be happy to know it doesn't hinder the figure's posability in any way. Speaking of posability, let's get into the articulation. Starting at the head, it can look up and down, tilt side to side, look left and right. The arm can move out and in, forward and back. There is also a butterfly joint that can hinge pretty far forward, and once you're done with that, just make sure you lock it back into place. There is an elbow bend, a bicep rotation, a rotation at the wrist. There is also some finger articulation, so these three fingers are connected, and there is a hinge at the base and the knuckle, and the pointer finger is separate with the same articulation as the other fingers, and the thumb is stock. If you do move the arms out of the way, there is a full 360 rotation at the waist. If you do want the full range of motion out of the legs, I suggest you move the skirt pieces up and out of the way so you can kick the leg that far forward and that far back. Also out to the side, there is a rotation at the top of the leg, a knee bend to a very good degree, and the foot can pivot at the ankle. As for the robot mode accessories, Optimus Prime includes an Energon axe, which simply plugs onto the arm, and his classic ion blaster, which can be stored on the back or held in the hand, and upgraded with the two included identical blaster pieces. Last but not least, what is a Prime without the Matrix of Leadership, which can be stored in the figure's chest or held in the hand. Starting off our rapid-fire robot mode comparisons, here we have the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime alongside the Earthrise Voyager class Optimus Prime, a figure that held the title of Best Optimus Prime for quite some time until it was dethroned by this Studio Series release. Up next, here he is with the first Stu Series Commander class, that being Ultra Magnus. And let me know in the comments of the two figures, which one is your favorite. After that, here he is with the Legacy United Deluxe class G1 Optimus Prime. One thing I prefer on the $25 figure over the $100 figure is that the tires on the cheaper release are rubber. In contrast, the more expensive release has plastic tires, so hopefully down the road we can expect to see more rubber tires, especially for figures upward of $55. Up next, here he is with the Stu Series 86 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. Last but not least, here he is alongside a recent addition to the collection, that being the Stu Series Rise of the Beasts Leader Class Ape Link. Wrapping up this review on the Transformers Stu Series 8631 Commander Class Optimus Prime. With 2024 being the 40th anniversary of Transformers, Hasbro had to celebrate with something big, and would be able to top their previous Commander class, Ultra Magnus. And what better choice than Optimus Prime? The figure looks great, as if it's been ripped straight out of the 1986 film and put into figure form. While the backpack could be a bit more compact, it doesn't hinder the figure's functionality or posability in any way. Accessory-wise, Optimus Prime includes the Matrix of Leadership, which can be stored in the chest, his classic Ion Blaster and Energon Axe, as well as two pairs of blaster pieces, one set for his blaster and the other for his alt mode. The figure's transformation is complex and involving, which suits the Commander class title, but after going through it a few times, you'll get the hang of it. Optimus Prime converts into his signature truck with a trailer where all of his accessories can be stored. That can transform into two different repair bays. And that's all I have to say about this figure. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you next time.